right, this is our review of Five Nights at Freddy's the movie. We just saw it. We saw it on Peacock. Yeah, James, what did you think about it?
I think it was not a perfect experience, but like really entertaining and enjoyable overall, I think.
Yeah, I mean, like I said before we started recording, it's a good FNAF movie, but it's not like a good film, you know?
I think that's what makes it. I don't know.
It gives it a certain charm, I guess.
Yeah.
It was definitely something that was made for fans of the franchise, more so than it was for, like, the general, like, film enjoying audience, you know?
Yeah.
Which
is what a lot of people have been saying about it, honestly.
Yeah.
But I guess I am like a decent fan of FNAF because I really fucking enjoyed that.
I mean, like, whenever that's like the only series that I will watch 100% through for like Markiplier and MatPat. Like,
yeah.
Everything else they upload is kind of hit or miss, but like they upload like a FNAF video, I will be there no matter what.
There was a game apparently that tied into this movie.
Yeah, it's like a 2D,
I have not watched it yet.
It's a 2D side scroller like beat 'em up thing, troll game. A bunch of people were like roasting Scott Cawthon for it because he made like the animatronics like hot.
Dude, okay, so I think the most so it's probably going to be a little bit spoiler.
Yeah,
but if you just want, we should do the ratings first.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can't really rate it too high because like there is a lot of stuff in there that I feel like they could have explored more and that they could have done more with that they just kind of didn't, or in like certain threads they could have explained better, especially to like make it more like accessible to someone who hasn't watched like 100 hours of fucking game theory. But overall I think it was a pretty good experience, so I'd probably go with like a 7. I think that's pretty fair.
Yeah, I actually agree with that.
Yeah.
I think on a personal scale it would probably be like a point higher because yeah.
So like an 8.
Yeah, because I don't know. I could watch it like 6 more times.
Yeah, it was a fun movie. It just wasn't like the most competently made.
Yeah, I think the actors, like some of the actors in it, like the main guy Mike and Vanessa, like their actors were really good.
Yeah, they were really good. The guy at the start, Matthew Lillard's character. I'm not going to spoil it, even though I'm pretty sure everyone knows by now. But from the little that we did see of him, it was pretty good. Okay, so spoilers now. If you do not want spoilers, then fucking leave. Just get out. Get out of here. So they could have done a lot more with Springtrap. I feel like they did not go to, I guess they wanted to like make it like a mystery throughout the film, even though like everyone who has interacted with this franchise in any way post FNAF 3 will know that it's like, you know, it's Springtrap that killed them. I guess they also kind of like muddied the waters as like who Springtrap was, but like the casting for that had been revealed like long before the movie ever released. So that was also kind of like, you didn't really need to make that a mystery, but okay. I think that they could have definitely fleshed him out more, gave him like a motivation or something, or like a flashback scene of like not necessarily him like murdering the kids, because I don't think anyone wants to see that, because that's kind of fucked up, but maybe like, you know, him plotting or him like about to murder them or something like that. Just something, give us something with him other than just the scene at the beginning when he's giving Mike a job, and then the scene at the end where he becomes Springtrap and then fucking dies. I think that a little bit more would have really helped. Also, Vanessa's backstory could probably use some more fleshing out, because she seemed like a really interesting character and an interesting
I feel like
adaptation.
they could do more with that in a sequel.
They could definitely do that, but like, I can only really judge the film on what we have right now, and what we have so far feels like an unfinished, untold kind of story, you know?
I wish someone would just fucking help Scott Coffin to write things. Like,
Well,
okay,
he
so
didn't-
what am I...
He didn't write this. This is like a script that was like given to him, and he was like, ooh.
Yes, but he still looked at it, Sam.
Yeah, well, this was the best one, James. They gave him like fucking 50 scripts, and like, this was the best one. The other, like, there was one about like plushies taking Manhattan or something.
What?
Like, yeah, I'll have to
Okay.
like show you the Reddit post if it's still up, but like,
So
yeah.
one of my biggest gripes in this movie, were the whole ant situation didn't make it a bit of fucking sense. Like, she was basically just in the movie to be the
She
bad
was-
guy, and his motivation to work there in the first place.
Yeah, she was cartoonishly evil, and like,
Also, something that Moist Critical said, because I watched the review before I watched the movie, is that she seemed very well off, so I don't know how the fuck she's gonna get paid.
for
like,
child
monthly.
support or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So that doesn't make any sense. Also, he didn't react to that one, the babysitter dying at all. Like, he was like, you know what? Fuck that bitch.
He was
I'm
like, oh,
not gonna-"
Max! And then, like, when he saw Vanessa, he was like, you knew about Max and her brother, I forgot his name, and the other guy. Like, he did not give a fuck.
Yeah. I was like, huh, okay.
But yeah. Yeah, there
Who am I supposed to get to watch my fucking child now? Like, what the fuck? At least Mike doesn't have to worry about, you know, like that whole entire fucking court case is out the window now because she's dead. So like that's how you solve your problems. You just find a really convoluted way of killing your fucking target, you know?
Yeah. Her plan didn't make too much sense, but her lawyer was fucking hilarious. He had like 5 minutes of screen time, but he had such a funny looking face, and like everything he fucking did was just like comical to me.
Dude,
I think his name was
that's
Doug.
another thing. There was so much in this movie that like I had to like pause it so many times because I was just sitting there fucking laughing.
The animatronics were like so fucking funny for no reason. Like,
Dude, like when Freddy was standing next to fucking Abby, he looked like a goddamn gangster. He looked like he was sagging his pants and all that. I was like, holy shit, bro, that is so fucking funny.
like, yeah, and like their face, like the way their like faces and like heads moved was just like, it felt like it felt like a punch, like it felt like a vaudeville like routine almost, like the way that like it was body humor, and it was just really funny. I don't think it was intentional. I think they were supposed to be like really fucking scary.
Yeah. By the way, the cupcake is the MVP.
Like literally, the Cupcake and Foxy got like majority of the kills.
Yeah. Well, Foxy I don't even, like, I don't know, man. The cupcake went above and beyond.
Like Freddy, Chica, and Bonnie were, like, basically fucking useless for most of the movie, except for when they killed, like, the hoodlums that were breaking in.
Also, their idea was so fucking stupid. Like, they also were just fucking stupid in the first place. Like, they just slowly found out what was going on around them. Also, if I heard screaming of any kind, I'd be leaving you. Like,
I didn't know, like, so their plan did not make sense. The film tried to be like, oh, their plan does make sense because, look, Vanessa found the pill bottle and she found out that it was unlocked. But, like, on paper, their plan makes no fucking sense because, like, they could not have accounted for Vanessa just randomly showing up. Like, no one was evaluating Mike's work. No one gave a shit about Freddy's. Like, it was already a dump, like, on the outside. Like, on the inside, it was fine. A little gross. There's, like, rats and shit in the vent. But, like, other than that, like, it was like, the main dining area was, like, fucking spotless. So, like...
So he cleaned up really fucking fast.
Yeah, like, it was, like, barely an inconvenience at all. So I don't know what the fuck they were... What the fuck were they cooking, James? What were they cooking?
I'm glad they didn't beat up the arcade machines, but they did bust the glass of the pinball machines.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of people complain about the CG in this movie, especially since, like, you know, they built the animatronics in real life and everything through, like, Jim Henson's Creature Shop or whatever. And then, like, they covered them in, like, CG, but, like, I feel like for the most part, it was kind of unnoticeable, except for, like, the eyes. There were a few scenes, specifically with the cupcake, and specifically the, like, taser scene towards the end, in which, like, it's pretty rough. Like, the taser scene, for me, looked like something out of Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
It did not look that bad.
I don't know. I think it fucking... I also think that the Flash movie looked fucking horrible, but, like, people fucking disagree about that. Like, I watched that with my fucking parents, and they were like, oh, it looks fine. So, I don't know.
Waiter does not disagree about the Flash movie. This is not about the Flash movie. Okay, anyway. I don't think the cupcake looked that bad. But I don't think any of the CGI looks that bad. It kind of just looks like the games, which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
So, I think by that standard, it's fine. But, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess by that standard, it's fine. The kills. Okay, the kills.
There was one where, fucking Max got bitten in half.
That was probably the best one in the movie. It was still only done in silhouette, though. Like, if you're coming into this expecting, like, gore and, like, you know, some, like, Freddy versus Jason shit, yeah, you're fucking out of luck. It's not gonna be like that. It's just, it's children's horror at the end of it. It's PG-13. There's, like, some blood here or there, but it's, like, it's nothing crazy. It's not Saw. It is, like... If you want to introduce your child to horror, this would be a good first movie, I will say. Like, and none of the scenes are really that scary. It'd probably be scary to a kid, but, like, you know, as an adult watching this, it's like, nah.
Yeah.
Like,
I will say, though, that, like, that kill scene was really fucking goofy. She just, like, teleports vertically and then, like, gets chomped off in her...
She didn't teleport vertically. The hand grabbed her in and pulled her in.
Yes, but it just looks fucking goofy.
Well,
it looked really
It was still probably the best kill in the movie.
I mean, it was. I'm not disagreeing with you.
Also, like, why was Golden Freddy just there? Like, he's supposed to be, like, a lore relevant, like, important character, and he was just there.
Yeah.
Like,
Also,
I still don't really get that.
Yeah.
Alright, any closing thoughts or anything? We've been talking.
Was my
oh,
favorite.
Yes. Matt Pat played Ness, the diner attendant.
I had to take a long pause during that part because I was just flabbergasted.
Yeah,
I mean, I knew he was going to be in it, but like just seeing it.
He said his famous line too. He said, "But that's just a theory," and then he walked away. He didn't say a game theory, but he said half of his famous line. He did the line.
But like, the movie itself just felt really surreal because I never thought that this franchise would get a fucking movie.
Well, I mean, they announced that they would have a movie, like when the first game, like, I guess I think it was like the second game. When the second game came out, they announced the movie. I think I might be fucking that up in my head, but yeah, they've been sitting on this for years, and like they've been sitting on it so long that those movies that were kind of like FNAF but not really, like Willy's Wonderland and the Banana Splits movie. A lot of people theorize that was original scripts for this movie, but they fell through, so the rights holders just used the scripts but subbed out all of the FNAF animatronics with their own OCs.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. But yeah, it was cool seeing it, and there's a lot of references to the fan base. There was Matt Pat and there was Corey Kenshin, who was the taxi driver. I don't really watch him, but he's apparently a big YouTube figure. There was
Markiplier was supposed to be in it.
He was supposed to die in the opening scene, which would have been fucking hilarious. I would not be able to take that scene seriously at all if it was just Markiplier going, oh, 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 you know?
You know why he wasn't able to do it, right?
Yeah, because of iron lung complications, scheduling issues, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which is fine. He'll probably be in the sequel.
Oh, most definitely. I can't wait to watch Iron Lung. We should definitely watch that when it comes out.
Yeah. But yeah, I said closing thoughts 10 minutes ago. Do you want?
No. I don't have anything else.
You don't have anything else? Alright. Yeah, I think that about does it for the review.
Longest shower known to man. Oh god, he drowned it.
Yeah, James, before we watched the movie, he was like, alright, I'm gonna take a shower, then it's FNAF time. And I'm like, alright. And then an hour went by and I didn't fucking hear from him. So I was like, oh no, he drowned in the shower. Yeah, but anyway, alright guys, see you next time. Make sure to subscribe.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Every day.